Campuri masih lagi mengejar time dia buat ni. Ada Syafiq Campuri tempat Gendra Toyota ini istimewa tu untuk maklumat semua. Toyota ini adalah tidak wujud di dunia yang nyata. Hero dia pakai wujud Jamal Mak Zahim jarang-jarang muncul lipat MG Orenya makanya SRT akan boleh
Apa tu?
dah aku saja.
Lupa skrip lah.
Arashido tengah WhatsApp tu. Siap dia.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ya, siap dia di sana tu.
Siapa di sana? Okey tak ada. Test. Yalah aku biar live lah.
Api okey.
Ha?
Tak masalah dia, nak punya kipas.
Oh, okey. Apa saya?
Aku pergi kipas ke?
Tak ni.
Aku punya kipas.
Siap dia.
Oh. Aku kipas aku buka kipas kan ni. Okey aku live ya. Aku mute lah. Teruskan.
Tak lagi sebelum dia akan live party. Kita boleh kas diorang apa nama siapa tu. Betul.
Aku tak kasar. Aku nak pergi kerja ni. Okey. Sabar hang jalan ni dulu. Kalau aku sempat ni aku cakap.
Dua betul.
Enak
Okey.
Dia live dekat YouTube dia ke?
Ya betul.
Okey, so kita buat kita punya je lah. Cuma saya hang buat hang punya. Hang mesti dah live kat YouTube kan?
Nak aku live kat YouTube lah boleh.
Yalah nanti keluar sana. Jalan ni.
Dah di YouTube.
Laju. Okey, aku dah live kat YouTube. Kat YouTube lah, kat TikTok. Oh, gambar ni lari aku punya. Capture audio. USB video hilang.
Faris, kamu Faris.
Pertama.
0.003 taat saja. Tak boleh. Belakang ni Syafiq. Nampaknya Faris baru. Hampir tercirit dia di corner itu. Apa terus
Maknanya
ada
dia
pada
macam
orang
ni.
ini.
Okey, dia terlilit cirit yang tadi.
Pakai paper nipis. Ambil bocor.
Lagi 7 minit sebelum kita memulakan.
Baru. Hai teman caster. Dah habis ni.
Ada lagi. Dia tutup. Ada dia banyak.
Kasihlah apa plaster. Dia dengan suara tu Shido.
Jaga. Sambil tu dia tersadar di tepi.
Sadar.
Bos.
Sadar dan tersidai.
Kita sadar dan tersilap. die.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Kita bertemu sekali lagi untuk mencari jaguh kelajuan pada tahun 2023 bersama saya Rulz, Arashido dan semua komuniti-komuniti Gran Turismo 7 Malaysia. Sekarang ini akan berada di, tak silap saya, ini adalah Deep Forest, di mana kita akan melihat ke semua 14 pelumba akan bersaing untuk merebut kejuaraan sulung pada musim yang ke-2023 ini. Jadi saya tinggalkan anda terlebih dahulu bersama dengan kesemua para pelumba. Kita akan bersama sebentar saja lagi untuk perlumbaan di Lita Deep Forest.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Apa khabar saudara?
Baik, baik. Saya Amin.
Amin benar tu? Oh, Amin
Tak
Syafiq
payah
yang
bilang
buat
tu.
Amin.
Nama Syafiq.
Amin.
Terima kasih.
Kita ada nama Syafiq ni memang laju-laju lah. Syafiq awak selalu laju saya dalam paketnya.
Siapa tu?
0.003. Tak pernah.
Malaysia.
Farida Faruk nak kena. Saya redor je lah.
Ada kecil ganda. Sekona kau dah potong aku dah tu.
Hebat Majlis. Majlis bercampur sikit mana ni? Mana ni?
Tak disengaja kan? Sorry.
Malah aku pakai LG tu tak boleh setuju.
Aku tak naik.
Come on Majlis. Must make sure HMPR duduk podium mana ni.
Tapi tak ada point not.
Apa jadi ada podium lah.
Okey. Kau cuba.
Tak cukup open driver lagi. Kita dah cukup lah.
Cukup lah semua. Apa tak usut parti tu? Selok tu. Kamu buat apa tu Majlis? Aduh. Ada duduk lah
Lumi sampai Lumi habis kan.
Haa.
Dia tiba-tiba lopit ke tengah.
Itu naik action lah. Dah start.
Lagi 3 minit kan? Lagi 2 minit kan? Seminit.
Tandas dulu sekejap. Kita bagi laluan kepada driver untuk ke tandas. Suara aku ni.
Shido dah keluar pati ya. Okay.
Jadi Assalamualaikum tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita bertemu sekali lagi. Kali ini kita berada di Deep Forest untuk kita menyaksikan perlumbaan mencari jaguh kelajuan pada musim yang ke-2023 ni. Ace of Speed seperti mana yang anda dapat lihat. Di mana pada kali ini kita melihat total 12 ke 14 pelumba yang akan bersama dengan kita pada kali ini. Jadi apa yang boleh saya lihat kali ini, kesemua para pelumba sudah pun bersedia. Secara keseluruhan 14 seperti mana yang kita dapat lihat. Amin Syafiq berada di kedudukan yang pertama, diikuti Muhammad Faris di tempat yang kedua. Jadi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita bermula perlumbaan di Lita Deep Forest. Saya tak pasti apa yang berlaku sekarang ni. Seperti mana anda dapat lihat, Amin Syafiq dengan mudah di selekor yang pertama berjaya mengatasi ataupun gain 2 second advantage daripada pelumba-pelumba yang berada di belakang. Kita dapat lihat Muhammad Faris, Kyo, Jamhuri diikuti Frost McFall berada di belakang sana di tempat kelima. Juga sekarang sedang bersaing untuk perebutan podium itu. Sementara di belakang Afiq berada di kedudukan ke-6, diikuti SRT Aken, diikuti Zahid tempat ke-8 yang sekarang diasak oleh Sally Salman. Hasib di tempat ke-10, Kuro di tempat ke-11, Sarjan Nizam di tempat yang ke-12, Carlos di tempat yang ke-13 dan Abeh berada di kedudukan ke-14. Saya tak pasti di mana Abeh, tetapi itulah kedudukan semasa sekarang ini, di mana Amin Syafiq berada di kedudukan pertama, diikuti Kyo di tempat yang kedua. Sementara Frost Backfall sekarang sedang dicabar. What a pass dari Afiq, tetapi Frost Backfall berjaya kembali merampas tempat ketiga itu. Sementara di belakang persaingan agak sengit di antara Zahin, Sally Salmon, Aken dan juga Muhammad Faris untuk perebutan tempat yang kelima. Jadi dapatkah Aken mengasak kedudukannya sekarang sedang cuba untuk melakukan pintasan ke atas Salih Salman, dan itu dia Salih Salman from the inside. Satu pintasan cuba dilakukan oleh kesemua 40 ini dan ada satu sentuhan nampaknya. Saya rasa pelumba yang terlibat dalam kemalangan itu adalah Salih Salman. Terus jatuh sehingga ke kedudukan yang ke-9. Ada sedikit sentuhan yang terbeliau dan juga Zahin. Zahin sekarang berada di kedudukan yang ke-7. Aken menerima penalti 2 saat. Mungkin ada pertembungan di antara Aken dan beberapa pelumba, kerana kita tahu ia melibatkan 4 pelumba secara keseluruhan. Faris berada di kedudukan yang ke-5 sekarang ini, starting to gain the advantage. Afiq nampaknya mempunyai 1.5 penalti, dan ini pasti akan memberikan Faris ruang untuk merapatkan gap di antara beliau dan tempat keempat itu, seperti mana sekarang yang kita dapat lihat di hadapan Frost McFall di tempat yang ketiga. It's been a while sejak saya kali terakhir melihat Frost McFall, dan beliau kembali sekarang ini berada di kedudukan yang ketiga, dan kedudukan kedua dimiliki oleh Kio. Amin Syafiq meneruskan dominasi di tempat yang pertama. Jadi ayo kita lihat kedudukan secara keseluruhan buat masa ini di lap yang ketiga. Amin Syafiq di kedudukan pertama, diikuti Kio di tempat kedua, Frost McFall di tempat yang ketiga, diikuti Afiq di tempat keempat. Sekarang sedang diasak oleh Muhammad Faris yang berada di kedudukan yang kelima. Kedudukan ke-6 adalah Zahin, kedudukan ke-7 adalah Aken, kedudukan ke-8 adalah Carlos GT, kedudukan ke-9 adalah Salih Salman. Sementara perebutan untuk tempat ke-11 dan ke-12 masih lagi sedang sengit di antara saja Nizam dan juga Kuro, yang sekarang merebut untuk tempat ke-10 dan juga tempat ke-11. Hasib di tempat yang ke-12 diikuti Official Jamhuri di tempat ke-13, dan Abes seperti mana kita tahu tidak bergerak langsung berada di kedudukan yang ke-14. Jadi itulah 14 pelumba kita sekarang ini sedang bersaing untuk perebutan tempat pertama di Lita Deep Forest. Side by side nampaknya sekarang ini di antara Afiq dan juga Faris. Apakah satu pintasan akan cuba dilakukan oleh Afiq? Nampaknya cuba masuk daripada bahagian dalam. Faris sedikit wide di seleko yang tajam itu, dan itu dia Afiq kembali untuk memintas kedudukan Muhammad Faris dan berjaya untuk mendapatkan kembali tempat keempat. Tetapi Faris tidak menyerah begitu saja, mempunyai peluang kali ini di seleko yang terakhir di lita ini, dan beliau kembali berjaya untuk mendapatkan tempat yang keempat, dan kembali semua berada di hadapan Afiq, di mana sekarang jatuh di kedudukan yang kelima. What a move daripada kedua pelumba sekarang ini yang bersaing untuk perebutan tempat yang keempat. Cerita di Deep Forest masih lagi belum berakhir. Masih lagi ada pertembungan, kali ini melibatkan dua pelumba ini untuk tempat yang keempat. Apa yang saya melihat sekarang ini, gap di antara Frost McFall dan juga Muhammad Faris semakin dekat. Kita boleh lihat jentera Toyota itu semakin dirapati jentera Ford GT ini. Faris dan Afiq sekarang sedang cuba untuk dapatkan tempat yang terbaik di Deep Forest. Sementara di belakang sana kita ada lihat nampaknya Zahin juga tidak jauh dari kelompok di hadapan. Akin juga berada di belakang sana. Sementara itu Afiq hampir melakukan kesilapan. Apa yang berlaku sebenarnya kepada Frost McFall sekarang ini, kerana seakan-akan beliau semakin kehilangan momentum, kerana gap beliau dan juga Muhammad Faris semakin dekat. Dan seperti mana kita lihat sekarang ini, peluang untuk Muhammad Faris mendapatkan tempat yang ketiga. Jadi berjayakah beliau melakukan pintasan ke atas Frost McFall sekarang ini? Toyota versus Ford di Deep Forest. Agak struggle nampaknya Frost McFall sekarang ini untuk konsisten di tempat ketiga. Tetapi beliau masih lagi berjaya untuk mengangkatkan kedudukan di hadapan Muhammad Faris, di mana Afiq nampaknya semakin ketinggalan untuk untuk merebut posisi yang ketiga sekarang ini, tapi beliau masih lagi berada di belakang sana untuk memberikan cabaran. Jadi dapatkah Muhammad Faris mendapatkan slipstream sekarang ini? Beliau betul-betul berada di belakang jentera Toyota itu. Baik sekarang ini peluang untuk Muhammad Faris di seleko yang tajam ini. Cuba masuk daripada bahagian dalam. Dapatkah pintasan dilakukan? Masih lagi tidak. Frost McFall masih lagi memimpin perlumbaan di tempat yang ketiga itu. Tetapi apakah beliau akan menggunakan cara yang sama seperti mana beliau memintas Afiq pada 2 lap yang sebelum ini? Frost McFall nampaknya cuba untuk mengekalkan defensive line. Masih lagi peluang Faris dan juga Frost McFall masuk ke seleko yang pertama sekarang ini. Frost McFall nampaknya belum lagi menyerah. Apakah beliau akan masuk di bahagian dalam? Apakah ada sedikit sentuhan? Tidak. Masih lagi nampaknya kita dapat lihat Frost McFall memberikan tentangan sengit side by side sekarang ini di antara kedua-dua pelumba. Siapakah yang lebih berani di seleko yang kedua, ketiga dan juga yang keempat? Nampaknya Frost McFall masih lagi berjaya untuk mempertahankan tempat yang ketiga itu. What a drive daripada dua-dua pelumba ini. Jadi ia masih lagi berterusan. It's still going on between these two drivers, Frost McFall and Muhammad Faris. Both of these drivers currently fighting for the last podium spot here in Deep Forest. There is still hope for Muhammad Faris now, side by side. It's onto the slip. Will he make it through against Frost McFall from the inside of this Ford GT? Frost McFall take quite a line there, but still look at that. Managed to be still ahead of Muhammad Faris in fourth position. What a drive right now from Frost McFall and Muhammad Faris. It's still going on between these two drivers. Look at Muhammad Faris. He's still trying. Into the first corner. Will Frost McFall give up this time? It's still no. What a cutback from Frost McFall. But I think the drive is still on Muhammad Faris. Into the 4, 5th, into 6, into 7. It's still Muhammad Faris ahead of Frost McFall, and it's a mistake from Muhammad Faris, and look at that. Frost McFall is back in the 3rd position. The fight between two drivers right now is keep going on as Muhammad Faris make a mistake and Frost McFall, ladies and gentlemen, what a drive. Managed to stay in 3rd, managed to defend his position, and look at that. The Toyota is still in front of the Ford GT. Brilliant ride from Frost McFall. As Muhammad Faris will surely need another idea to beat Frost McFall for that final spot of the podium. What will be the strategy for this two-boat driver? As we look at behind, Zahid already managed to pass Afiq for 5th, as he will surely hunt down Muhammad Faris and Frost McFall after the contact he had between him and Silly Salman. Aken was the first driver, will go down to the pits, and I'm sure you're going to follow by another driver as well. So he's the first that go to the pit on lap 7. Currently now in P11. Full tank, it seems like, for Aken. So that's all, he got out. Still stay in 11, ahead of Sergeant Nizam, who just now passed to the pit straight. So the first is still Kyo. I think already managed to pass Amin Shafiq. We managed to see the battle for the first position. While the cameras keep focusing on the battle between third and fourth, which now we can see Faris already ahead of Frost McFall. But will this gonna end? Frost McFall. Surely the driver will gonna keep the challenge. He's got the slipstream, he got the pace. Into the first corner, will he go to the drive in from the inside? And again, Frost McFall managed to be inside and ahead of Muhammad Faris. And he retained back third position. What a move from Frost McFall. He's keep patient, he keep his composure, and he managed to be ahead of Muhammad Faris again. He keep getting on the momentum, but now the battle is start to involve the Mercedes Zahin JMC 22. It's also in the mix for that final spot of the podium. Frost McFall, Faris and JMC 22 is now fight for third position on this straight line. Who will gonna brave enough into the last part of this track, into the sector 3? It's still Frost. Muhammad Faris now try from the inside. Will he dare to challenge Frost McFall this time? But the defensive line is make Muhammad Faris so difficult to pass Frost McFall. But this is getting interesting between three driver, Frost, Faris and JMC. Is now skating on into the straight line of the finishing. Will Frost McFall retain again that third position? Because now he will not gonna defend against Muhammad Faris. It's involved JMC as well. Look at the dive. JMC 22 from the inside managed to be ahead of Muhammad Faris. But will it gonna stay? Zahin not gonna give up. Again a contact between Faris and JMC. And this time Faris is back in fourth as Zahin is back in fifth. Oh, what a drive. This time I think Frost can relax. He start to regain the gap ahead of Muhammad Faris, because this time Muhammad Faris has the challenge from JMC 22 from the inside. This time Zahin is ahead of Muhammad Faris, but I'm sure Faris will not gonna let through. This is the slipstream between these two drivers, and look at that, Ford GT is ahead of JMC 22. And again, Muhammad Faris managed to retain his fourth position ahead of JMC. But will Afiq involved in this kind of a race as well? Because I think if the strategy was correct, he will gonna manage to be ahead of both JMC and also Muhammad Faris. So Muhammad Faris was gonna be the first driver who go into the pit, and Frost McFall start to lose his composure. I think this is the time that he also needs to go to the pit. Same goes to the JMC. As for Muhammad Faris, we're gonna see the undercut. The pit stop strategy is getting concerned now for Frost McFall and JMC. I think this two driver needs to go to the pit, because Muhammad Faris already start to think about the undercut. Because Frost McFall and JMC start to lose their compose, start to lose their speed due to the tires. And the same goes to Afiq as well, which represent the HMPR. But again, from what I see, Frost McFall, he had a very good drive today. He still managed to retain that third ahead of Faris and also JMC. So will Frost McFall, JMC and Afiq go to the pits? What will be the strategy? Frost McFall did not decide to be in. Same goes to the JMC, but Afiq is decided to be the driver who not gonna take the advantage. So this is interesting. So let's go to see Afiq now. we're gonna see the advantage happen. Muhammad Faris. Oh man, 0.5 the penalty for Muhammad Faris. I think this is sufficient for Frost McFall and JMZ 22. Oh, there is something going on for the battle between second place and third position between JMZ and Frost McFall. But I'm interested to see the strategy, because if Muhammad Faris managed to be ahead of Afiq, the undercut was complete. No, it's not. Afiq is still managed to be ahead of Muhammad Faris. So it's a two-way battle now between Frost McFall and JMZ. But Frost McFall suddenly start to have a problem. 1.5 penalty. So the battle is still on, ladies and gentlemen. Frost McFall have a penalty, so this is gonna benefit Muhammad Faris and also Afiq, who already comes to the pit to change the tire. Official Jamhuri also in the best position as well. Kyosan is also start to go to the pit, and I think it goes through for JMZ. It's also come to the pit, and Frost McFall, it also goes to the pit. So let's we see where this position gonna come out, because from what I see, Officer Jamhuri, Amin Shafiq and Afiq has the position now to undercut 2 or 3 driver. So let's see. Amin Shafiq now into the last corner. Will he manage to undercut Kyo? No, Kyo still maintain the first position ahead of Amin Shafiq. Afiq, as we said, he's managed to stay ahead of JMZ. It's getting tight. Afiq managed to undercut JMZ 22 and also Frost McFall. Now he is in the third. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the driver that we unexpected from this four-way battle between Afiq, JMZ, Frost McFall and Muhammad Faris, Afiq is the one that managed to be in that third position after the pit stop. And will he manage to retain that third position ahead of JMZ 22, which is eager now to take that final spot back from Afiq? As we can see, the Mercedes is really eager to fight against that Porsche, as Frost McFall have another battle, this time against the arch rival of Muhammad Faris. These two driver has been battled since the early part of the race, and it still do. But will this time Frost McFall manage to hold Muhammad Faris just like what he did in that first part of the race? As we look at back in behind, Silly Salmon and SRT Arkan still in 7 and 8. Carlos GT is currently, we're gonna have a battle with Official Jamhuri. Same as Kulemi, Hasif, Sergeant Nizam and Kuro complete the top 14 of this race, as Kyo-san is in first. Without challenge, he still managed to be ahead of Amin Shafiq, as Afiq right now needs to maintain his composure, needs to maintain his pace, because from what I see right now, JMZ 22 have opportunity to be ahead and take back that final podium spot from Afiq 49. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen, this battle. Oh, there is a penalty for Zahin. JMZ 22, 1.5 penalty has been received by the Mercedes. How very unfortunate to see him slowing down, and the gap is getting increased from 2.7 now. The gap between HMPR Afiq and JMZ 22S. There is still a battle between Frost McFall and Muhammad Faris. There is still keep going on between these two drivers. There is no give up from both of these drivers. Still fight against one another. And this time, let me see, into the first corner, Frost McFall get the inside line. Will he manage to retain that fifth into the defensive? And yes, he does. He's still ahead of Muhammad Faris. He still managed to be ahead of Muhammad Faris, as ahead of them was a lap car. The GTR Kuro is in the 40th position. Will that gonna disturb Frost McFall and Muhammad Faris? I'm not sure. But man, this battle is getting interesting between these two drivers. But again, our focus is now ahead. JMZ start to get that momentum back from 2.6. Just one lap needed for JMZ to get the momentum, and he is now 1.2 behind Afiq. So we already start lap 15 from 20 laps here in Deep Forest. The battle for the final spot of the podium between Afiq and JMZ 22 is on. 5 laps to go. We're on to the lap 16 now. How will Afiq hold up JMZ 22? This Johorian driver is really eager to take back that 10th position. He lost the 10th position during the pit strategy, which is benefit Afiq, who managed to undercut 4 driver. That was a brilliant strategy from Afiq. But in the racetrack right now, it's all about momentum. It's all about the composure between all of the drivers. Look at how so wobbled the Mercedes are. JMZ 22 really pushed to the limit his car to make sure he has the momentum ahead of Afiq, and now he has the slipstream, he has the pace. Well, JMZ managed to beat Afiq for the 3rd position. This corner is the place where you could see the overtake happen, but no, JMZ decide to stay in 4th position. Or ladies and gentlemen, this is no longer involved 3rd position, because from my view, I could see the 2nd place, Amin Shafiq, is just 1.7 ahead of Afiq and JMZ. So this is no longer race for 3rd position. This is also race for the 2nd position. For 2nd position, Amin Shafiq. Is there something's going on for another Ford GT? Because we see the struggle for Muhammad Faris to maintain the composure, because Frost McFall is getting pressure on him. And will this is also the same thing happen for Amin Shafiq? Because yes, look at that behind. Afiq is 1.8 only behind Amin Shafiq. So this is getting interesting with just 3 laps to go. But now the battle is for the 3rd. Afiq, will this time he managed to hold JMZ? He's trying to be in the defensive line, I think, because he knows that the JMZ will gonna dive into the inside. And will the Mercedes beat the Porsche? And look at the cuts. Easy for Afiq to maintain back 3rd position, but I'm pretty sure that JMZ will not gonna let this through. Side by side into the last corner, into the hill of the final corner, and look at that, the pressure from JMZ. This time side by side into the 1st corner. Will JMZ manage to be and overtake the Afiq? And it does. The Mercedes is ahead. JMZ 22 is back in the podium. What a drive from the Johorian. With 2.2, JMZ have the gap to catch Amin Shafiq this time. And Afiq, well, We cannot say he didn't try. He has the best strategy amongst them, but still, the one who fastest is the one who gonna win. And that is what JMZ has shown us. He's in the podium spot back after a very hard battle in the early and the half part of the race with 2 laps to go right now. Oh, a bit of mistake there from JMZ. He's really pushed his car to the limit of trying to catch Amin Shafiq, but it costs his gap back to Afiq, because this time Afiq got the momentum, Afiq got the pace, Afiq got the slipstream to catch JMZ again. But will he? Will he take this opportunity? Because from what I see, it's still no for Afiq. But he also say no for JMZ, because the gap between him and Amin Shafiq is only getting increaser and increaser. So for all 3 drivers right now, Amin Shafiq, JMZ and also Afiq, they cannot afford any mistake, because we on the penultimate lap now. As this guy, he told us that this was not his favorite track. He told us that this track was so mean to him. But now look at him, leading the race. That's why we love to call Kyo-san is a scammer. But he is a brilliant driver. Still in first position. Right now wants to undercut SRT Aken. SRT Aken is 9.9 ahead of Amin Shafiq. And here we're gonna start, ladies and gentlemen, the final lap of the race here in Deep Forest. He has shown us the momentum from what he had, and same goes to Amin Shafiq, and same goes to JMZ and Afiq as well. Still might be a battle between these 2 drivers, because Afiq is start to increase the gap, closing the gap between him and JMZ. But will he dare to take the challenge? Because for what I see, it's all about the strategy. It's all about the fuel, the tire, which is the things that hold up the driver. But I think Afiq will not gonna take that risk. It start to slow down. The gap is getting back to 1.0 second. As let's see into the first place, Kyo-san. Oh, it seems like someone is ignoring the blue flag. Something is disturbing Kyo-san right now. But I think there is no issue for Kyo-san, because Aken is give him a chance to overtake. So ladies and gentlemen, we found our winner. He is the ace of speed here in Deep Forest. Kyo-san, ladies and gentlemen, is win the first position here in Deep Forest. What a victory for Kyo-san, as Amin Shafiq take the second spot of the podium, and same goes to JMZ 22. What a drive for him. And HMPR Afiq is holding 4th position. Faris stay in 5th, as my friend Frost McFall is managed to be in 6th place. And official Jamhuri, the winner of Malaysian Endurance 2023, stay in the fastest lap, managed to finish in 7th, ahead of Carlos GT7 this time, which is managed to be in 8th position. Another Mercedes into the top 10. As look at Sealy Salmon is in 9th. Will he manage to stay that way with 0.5 penalty? I think there is no issue, because Hasif is also got the penalty. So congratulations for Sealy Salmon to be in 9th, and Hasif Abdullah managed to be in 10th. And this driver, who I not focusing enough, I think we call him Abe, the name is Kulame, into the last corner, and he is managed to finish the position in 11th spot of the grid, 11th spot of the place. So we end the race here in Deep Forest, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to all of the driver and congratulations to Kyo. He is the winner of Ace of Speed 2023 here in Deep Forest Raceway. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for watching. And I'm pretty sure that you will gonna trail to see another fight, another trail battle for us to see who will gonna be the champion of Ace of Speed. So we're gonna see you again into the next round, round 13 for sure. And that's all for me, Rulz Arashido. Good night and assalamualaikum.